And we are live here on day 4 of the 2023 Tag Rugby World Cup. And we are on pitch 1 for the 9 a.m. kickoff between Australia Gold and Australia Green in the men's 60s category. And familiar foes, familiar friends across these teams. And of course there will be a minute's silence for Kenny Truman, who sadly passed away, a former Australia Gold player.
Good morning. We have 2 minutes to kick off. 2 minutes.
And of course, very sad, but brilliant moment for those teams to be able to honour their fallen comrade, Kenny Truman, and may he rest in peace. Yeah. And as we said, Shane, both these teams, Australia Gold and Australia Green, in the men's 60s category.
We have 1 minute silence right before the Claxton in memory of Kid Truman for the Aussie Gold team.
And of course, is a recap of the first few days of this 2023 Tag Rugby World Cup. And Shane, the festivities been fantastic from start and not quite till finish, but so far have been brilliant. And just a replay there of the minute silence. And of course, just the minute silence there for Kenny Truman, former Australia Gold player who sadly passed away. And great that his teammates have remembered him here on this special occasion.
Yeah, our thoughts go out to Kenny Truman's friends and family and his teammates playing here today.
And of course, well, they are opponents today. These two teams, I'm sure, are very familiar to each other. Australia Gold and Australia Green in the same group for the men's 60s category, and actually played yesterday at 4 o'clock. So very familiar to each other. And in that game, it was Australia Green running out 4-1 winners. And it's Australia Green who kick us off here. And they go long at the start. Send the ball out of play. And possession back now with Australia Gold, looking to avenge their loss from yesterday.
So kick out not too far, and recovered here by Andrew Reid.
Good run there from Wayne McInerney.
Almost through the gap there was John Towers.
John Towers, one of the try scorers from yesterday for Australia Green. Oh, and a good tag there by Australia Gold's Gallagher.
Yeah, good loop around as well from Australia Green.
Good early pressure, and is it Towers?
Great tag again.
Australia Gold, brilliant tagging, get the turnover as well.
We just see that again. He was almost away there, was John Towers. But a great tag put in to stop him.
And look like a tag there from number 2, Glenn Smith. there's Gallagher. Locks flowing in the wind. And that's been a theme throughout the week, Shane. The windy weather definitely affecting play, affecting the kicking and the passing.
Yeah, definitely. The weather here in Limerick has been
Oh,
mixed, we'll say.
yeah, and a collision there between Australia goals number 13, Peter Hawkins, and Rob Formica.
And just a knock on in the attempted recovery there. So looks like it'll be a possession to Australia Gold. Referee just having a word with the captains at the moment.
I think the first time we've seen the white referee kit, Shane. I think we've seen the pink, we've seen the gold. Good to see the white there.
Yeah.
Looking crisp on this lovely morning.
Oh, great little movement there from the Australia Gold 60s. Good pass and well held.
Oh, and nearly a breakaway there from number 8, Phil Digger.
Yeah, a good run, but he made contact as he came through, so it'll be penalty to Australia Green.
But Australia Gold play their Uno reverse card, and it's back with possession Australia Gold.
I think he ruled that the green player surrendered, so
good tagging there. Peter Hawkins nearly through.
Almost through with that dummy there was Peter Lawler. No, Glenn Pitscheider, apologies.
Fifth and final tag, says the ref. Australia Gold need to make this final bit of possession count. That's not the way to do it. Breakaway for Australia Green.
And a good pass back inside, but unfortunately just behind him and awkward to deal with.
Yeah, Tony Egan and Greg Cleary not able to link up effectively there.
So Gold look to counter-attack now from this broken play.
Oh, grubber attempt.
And it just dribbles over the line, unfortunately. You just see that last phase attack from Gold turning into a sudden counter-attack for Green.
Yeah, great steal from Tony Egan. But maybe blame the wind for that pass. Not able to be caught by Greg Cleary. We see Crow wearing his New Zealand jersey there in the background.
Yeah, the Crow looking for the hashtag blackout as well. And looks like a lot of the Australia Green players running down that left tram line, looking to continue their movement up the pitch.
Oh, and a good kick. Still in play.
And just out over in front of the red cone, so it'll be Gold ball just outside their 10-metre line. Referee not happy with something there, not entirely sure of it. So it's penalty to Australia Green.
There's a forward pass. Ref says play on. But he was waiting for me to say he says play on. Ball back with Australia Green.
Good change of direction there, and unfortunately number 17 there, Rick Stedman, was tricked by the 10-metre line, thinking he was through for a try. We've seen that a couple of times here on pitch 1. Good loop around play and a good tag there by Tony Gallagher.
Loose ball. And possession back with Australia Gold. Good tag there. And contact by someone.
Yeah, by the attacker there. Just running into the stationary defenders, so it'll be penalty to Australia Green. And Green look to attack down this left side, almost through there, but well tagged by Gallagher. Although might have been impeded on his run through, so
Penalty. John Bartle, try score from yesterday. Number 3 now in possession. Hands it off to Ross Thomas. Good passing now from Australia Green. But blocked there by number 12, Brian Hopwood.
I think the tag was made before that last pass, so it's just tagged to Australia Green. And
Oh, what a pass!
Oh, unfortunately not held.
Sometimes the pass can be too good. But Australia Green, and they're in for the box. They are. Number 17, Rick Stedman.
Good start to this game for Australia Green. It's taken a while to come, these first points, but they'll be happy of it. A lot of these men's 60s games have been fairly low scoring affairs, so definitely every point matters at this point. Ball went backwards there, I believe, so it was play on.
Good alertness from Rob Loretti.
Great step and burst into the space from Stedman.
And yeah, those points could be vital. There's not a high scoring game between the two sides yesterday, finishing 4-1 to Australia Green. And of course they got a box try yesterday, so it was 2-1 for a long time in that game, up to about 36 minutes. A late box try seen it finish 4-1. And another box try for Australia Green. Could that prove vital by the time the final whistle comes around?
Unfortunate error there, and just allows a turnover for Australia Green.
Yeah, knock on there by Shane Stewart.
The ref hadn't given the defensive line's mark yet, so just calling that back again. Good loop around to the right and then back to the middle.
Australia Green starting to find their groove now. A lot more confidence after scoring that try. Forward pass.
No, I think might have been closing the gap, yeah.
Just as I was
Australia
thinking.
Gold.
Closing the gap.
So it'll be a penalty to Green, and they get to reset their tag counts.
Ball now with Greg Cleary. Try score from yesterday's game.
So far, it's been a lot of sustained possession here for Green inside the goal territory.
A good passing move there from Green.
They're looking to continue this pressure and possibly convert to more points. Oh, great
superb
rush out
tag
of the
there.
line and good diving tag.
Mark Scott and Greg Cleary exchanging passes there. Intercepted. But ref blows his whistle.
Just see that again. Yeah, I think a bit of contact, almost a bit of a contact rugby tackle there put in by the gold defender. So
and that number 18, Bruce Kedgda.
Ref just asking him to take a bit of time with those tags, be a bit more careful.
Another collision there, and there was a theme throughout yesterday's game. Yeah, making a lot of contact with each other, these two teams.
And we'll just hope he's all right.
Yeah, looked like a tough blow to the sternum and stomach area, maybe, or maybe a little bit lower.
But the player looks okay to continue.
Oh,
yeah, just that change of direction there, catching the gold player off guard.
Very little sympathy from Australia Green as they get back underway. Oh,
Almost
superb
through.
tag there from Australia Goals number 10, Warren Hiller. Try scorer yesterday, try saver today. Australia Green looked through.
Good defense there by Gold, not knocking on that ball. Oh, no. No, yeah, tag made before that knock on. So that's fifth and final. This tag will turn it over. So good defense there from Australia Gold.
Yeah, really weathering the storm from Green there.
You just see again, possibly where he might have been a little lower than the sternum, as you say.
Yeah, universal pain felt by all men playing sport from all age groups.
Good bit of speed there from number 8, Phil Digger, to get a bit of ground.
But not so fast there. I think he was slow putting back on his tag. Ready to be passed to. Australia Gold retain possession.
Nowhere to go there for Peter Hawkins. Good tagging from Green. Good pass out wide, and well tagged still.
We see in the YouTube comments Jessica Dive saying, "Go Dad."
Great support, I'm sure, from all of these players, friends and family at home.
And of course, yeah, with our commentary set up live on YouTube and Facebook, do let us know in the comments where you're watching from, who you're watching, who you're cheering for, and we'll try and read out some of your comments on the stream.
And what time it is. We've
oh yeah, let us know what time it is. We've had people watching at 4 in the morning, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, we've had some support from South Africa very early in the morning and very late into the night, it seems. And a lot of the Australian supporters just happy to go to bed sometimes, it seemed. A lot of these matches are on, of course, very late at night for Australia's time.
And of course, normally these Tag Rugby World Cups are held in the Southern Hemisphere, but this is the first ever World Cup held in the Northern Hemisphere. So yeah, other teams' turns to get used to the time difference.
A tag made there just before that fumble.
Thank you.
Yeah, and of course a brilliant setup from the ITF all week long. We're seeing firsthand. But the years of planning that have gone into this, the first Tag Rugby World Cup in 5 years, and here in the fantastic UL, the Olympic Village style setup, and fantastic setup across. I think there's 8 or 9 pitches in use all at the same time. Of course, we're covering pitch 1 and pitch 2, and the game's rotating very, very quickly. We've had group games the last 3 mornings, but this morning will be the last of the group games. As we head into the afternoon and evening, it will be quarterfinals and a couple of actual finals. So we're heading towards the knockouts, and credit to the ITF and all the organisers involved for getting us to this point. And it's running like clockwork, and hard to believe we're at the second last day already.
Yeah, definitely. It's really been an exciting week of tag rugby, obviously at its top level. As we say that, a good tag put in to deny Australia gold. And as we mentioned, finals coming up this evening, and we see these men's 60s in action here. The men's 60s final will be on at 8 o'clock Irish time today, so do stay tuned for that.
Australia gold trying to force the issue now with about 2.5 minutes left in this first half.
Yeah, they'll definitely be hoping to take some points into half time. Looked like a good bit of attacking pressure so far, but they could be running out of tags. And yeah, that's it. That's the 6th tag and a turnover.
And again, really good defending from both teams.
Ref giving just a penalty there for offside, I think.
And the referee's going to have a word again for contact being made.
Yeah, just they're getting a little bit over-eager, you think, just as we come to half-time. Almost through there was Tony Vasilou. Good pass out to the wing. Tag made before that spilled ball. And Gold look to spread their way around the pitch, swinging back from right to left, and they go right again. And
Gallagher with space, awkward pass to control. And, as you see in the comments, Jessica Dive cheering on her father, Greg Dive, and a lot of love for the Gregs. Go Greg Dive and the other Gregs, says Jacob.
Not sure that a lot appreciate being called the other Gregs.
Yeah, a lot of Gregs. Greg Cleary, Greg Davis, Greg Dive. And there goes the Greg Claxon. Signal the end of this first half. I think it's time for one last play. And we are back for the second half of our first game of the day, the 9 o'clock fixture in the men's 60s. Australia Gold taking on Australia Green. And it is advantage Australia Green, leading 2-0 thanks to a Rick Steadman box try. And Australia Green won yesterday against Australia Gold, and it looks like they could do the same again today.
Yeah, in a good lead so far. There's only really been a small bit of Gold sustained attack, and it was well defended by Green. So we'll see if they can continue that slight dominance in this second half.
But of course, yeah, with a slender lead, the game could still go either way. So there was only, when they played yesterday, there was only a 1 point difference up until about the 36th minute. So patience could be a virtue here, and just taking your moments when they come.
Yeah, of course, yesterday a box try from Green turned that 2-1 lead into a 4-1 lead. Had it gone the other way, of course, a box try for Gold, they would have won that game. So with these low scoring games, you know, they can change so quickly.
And the wags, the diehards out for this 9 o'clock fixture.
It is great to see support so early here in UL. It's you know, these fixtures do start early enough in the morning, and it's been a long day of play the day previous, so great to see some support out for the men's 60s.
And it's been a theme throughout the week. You know, we've had people tuning in, the viewers watching online, and people in the pub having it on the tellies. But the live crowds have been amazing.
Just trying to take advantage possibly of the chasing Gold players' pace there.
I don't know if we put that in slow motion, or is that how slowly he fell?
That might have been real time.
That might have been real time.
So it's possession back with Green, and they look to exit their half again. Yeah, the referee just ruling that as a surrender. The player just ran to the defence and allowed himself to be tagged, which you're not allowed to do.
Australia Gold picking up the pace here now.
Yeah, they'll look to counter-attack from that turnover in good territory. A good pass out to the wing. But contact made.
And the first, I was wondering how long before we'd see a yellow. And there's been a lot of cumulative fouls.
Yeah, the fouls just adding up here. And
can't even speak, I'm so outraged, Shane. And that was,
that's
not far off a spear tackle there.
Yeah.
From, I think that's John Towers, number 7 of Green. Try scorer yesterday, yellow card getter today.
So yeah, Gold will definitely look to take advantage of the extra space that will be left by that one-man deficit. Almost through there.
Nearly
Kaida
trying to make this man advantage count. Oh, what a pass!
Great pass.
And that would have been a brilliant try, but a good tag there by Mark Scott.
Some silky hands from these men's 60s, and we have a knock on there from Green, so the tag count will reset. Gold will get to go again. We'll see this pass again.
Oh, great pass there from Robert Reed.
Gold just not finding a way through at the moment, but they look to exploit that space left by the Sinbind player. Unfortunately, ball just doesn't go to hand, and the pressure relieved from that Gold attack. We see a couple of the players warming up in the pitch behind.
Some of the Alliance teams.
Their upcoming matches. I think that might be Italy, actually.
The Italy Alliance,
yes,
as I was saying. But yeah, brilliant. Again, another shout out to the facilities that even while games are going on, pitch 1 and pitch 2 being recorded and streamed, there's so many other pitches available to be warmed up on, and they're the unsung heroes, the people that keep it all ticking over and making the pitches playable. And yeah, fantastic ground staff here at UL. Looks like he's currently lining the pitch in the background at the moment. I believe it's one of those lining machines, getting the lines inch perfect.
Good loop around.
Oh,
and a
brilliant
great
1-2
pass,
passing there.
keeping the ball alive.
Oh, and a grubber attempt there from Gold's Bruce Kedja.
There was a simultaneous tag, so no penalty advantage.
Another grubber attempt.
And just goes over the line, just beats the player. So Green now to take it out from their 10-meter. A lot of this second half so far has been played in Green's half.
Yeah, really
change from first half.
Yeah, really good pressure from Gold, and trying to fight their way back into this game.
We
There
see
he is,
the
bad boy John Towers. He got a try yesterday, a yellow today, and as they say, you either try a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the yellow. They don't say it, but it could catch on.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretched one there.
John Towers, yeah. Under playing in men's 60s category, is that his first time ever in the sin bin? Or has he spent his whole career making those visits? You think he'd help at the groundsman when he's not doing anything?
I mean,
Help out
it would
line
only
the
be
pitch or
polite.
something, yeah.
Yeah.
At least
Bit
line
of-
the sin bin.
Bit of punishment for your,
Yeah,
your
yeah. Hard
offence.
prison labour for Sean.
Which we do not advocate.
Speak for yourself, Sean. Well, yeah, Australia Gold desperately trying to make this man advantage count.
But the 5-minute sin bin period due to end soon, and it's Green in possession.
You know, John Towers is like a caged animal at the moment. They're going to bring him back onto the pitch like Hannibal Lecter.
I think
Wheel him out
he
on one of those
he is-
things.
Is back
Oh,
now,
he is.
Towers. So
Back for vengeance.
there's the sin bin period elapsed, and Australia Gold just unfortunately not able to capitalise on the man advantage.
Good kick there. To stay in.
Still hasn't gone out, I don't think, has it? Oh no, must have gone out and bounced back in. Oh no, there is the sin bin player. It was not Towers, I think. Might have been, yeah, number 19.
Number 19, Greg Davis.
One of the Gregs.
Apologise for slandering John Towers and implying he was in the sin bin. That man's never sinned in his life. Greg Davis, one of the many Gregs receiving love in the YouTube comments. Here's Gallagher, makes a driving run.
Gets the ball down and back quickly. That
Kick
just
above shoulder height.
Yeah. So that'll be back for Green possession. Referee's had a lot to do so
Yeah,
far.
the ref
this
just
game.
show. Yeah, I
He's,
think he's just explaining how big a shoulder is.
Yeah.
The ref, yeah, busy. The whistle getting a workout.
Yeah, a lot of just unfortunate contact, and yeah, from there, the although the ball is out, looks like it's free. You have to wait till the Green player does pick it up from the ground before you can advance to take it, and it'll be a penalty to Green.
Bit of 7-on-7 action there. Brett Smith and John Towers.
And the dropped ball there.
Number 17 there for Green. Rick Stedman was putting himself about. And they go for the kick again. Australia Gold. He backs himself. Number 5, Kevin O'Mara. takes one for the team. Here's Gallagher. Good pop off.
Good hands from Gold. And I believe they're playing with a penalty advantage.
And quickly goes Stephen Hill. As Glenn Pitscheider tries to drive on.
Tries to just push his way through to the line.
Spin attempt from Gallagher. Stephen Hill gets it out wide, but too wide. Out of play.
Unfortunate there from Gold. The attack looking good. The territory anyway, like they've been pinning Green back well, keeping a lot of the play so far in Green's side of the pitch, but still scoreless are Gold.
Yeah, and still scoreless is the second half. Still only that first half try. Box try from Rick Stedman separating the teams.
It's been a long week of rugby, as we say, and
Yeah, war wounds starting to show.
yeah, the tired bodies out there.
Tired hands from us having to hold our microphones.
Oh, of course, it's been painful.
We're equal to these athletes. And yeah, just more Greg Love in the YouTube comments. Matthew Dive saying, "Go Daddy." Him cheering his father, number 20, Greg Dive. Let's go Greg. Go Papa Greg. Go Greg from Cindy Kerrigan.
They could all be talking about the one Greg Dive, or could be various Gregs. Good dummy there and a couple
Greg's is
missed
his.
tags.
Of course, yeah, triple Greg on this Australia Green team.
Almost through there was Brett Smith. And Gold really knocking on the door here. A good little kick in behind.
Followed up.
And just a bit too much on that second attempt, unfortunately. But yeah, the Green defence has been very good, keeping Gold out.
And there's one of the Gregs for our Gregomaniacs. That's Greg Cleary, number 10. Try scorer yesterday. Fan favourite in the comments today. And we are on Greg watch at the moment. Oh, and a great kick. Really awkward for the goal defence to deal with.
But just fumbled backwards, so Gold will take possession here.
Good tag there by Greg Cleary. There's a tag made by number 8, Ross Thomas.
You just got Greg on the brain.
Got Gregified. Good tag again by Ross Thomas.
And a good kick put in.
Yeah, awkward to deal with. Has to take the knee. Does Rob Formica. Oh, and
Almost.
nearly a perfect interception from Bruce Kejda.
So it'll be roll ball to Green. A reset on their tags. And they'll look to move past this halfway line. Tag possibly made there before that drop ball. So they continue.
Oh, and a grubber attempt from Rick Stedman, the try scorer in the first half. Can he add to his tally in the second? Tag was made, says the ref. Rolls it out to Mark Scott. Gets it in centre. Greg Cleary. Now with Rob Swanbury. Back with Steve Plowman.
Ball just stopped on its way through and knocked backwards by Gold's number 3, Alan Darling. So did well to halt that Green attack.
On an old-fashioned prank there. I believe they had the Australia Green number 3, John Bartlett, lie down behind his opponent and then pushed over him. And there might be men's 60s, the kids at heart.
Yeah.
Good old-fashioned. This is tag rugby, and that was a tag team move. We just look at it here.
This comes to Gallagher.
John Bartlett gets in position, and a brilliant textbook push there by Rob Swanbury. And yeah, that's an effective manoeuvre everywhere in the world.
The universal language of practical jokes.
Yeah, now Australia Gold can get their revenge by tying someone's shoelaces together.
So we have subs coming on, keeping fresh legs.
Wayne McInerney tagged there. Oh, now Rick Stedman goes for the kick.
Oh, brilliant. Well handled after that kick was blocked. And they make good ground to Green.
Mark Scott gives into John Towers.
Might spread it. Unfortunately dropped. And Gold look to play advantage.
But John Towers alert to the danger.
Yeah, just unfortunately not going to hand there. And the Gold player wise enough to take it quickly, play advantage. Missed
brilliant
tags.
Run there. Number 16, Peter Lawler. Right now with Tony Vassalou, but again knocked on.
Unfortunate.
Advantage played. Wayne McInerney.
So just about 3 minutes left to go in this game between Australia Green and Australia Gold men's 60s.
Oh, what a run. Dummy. What a run from Ross Thomas. Ross Thomas for the box.
He was rolling
maybe the
back
last dive he ever makes.
The pace coming out in full force, but he might have hurt himself in the process.
With the final dive of his career, Ross Thomas touches down and concerned onlookers.
We'll hope he's all right, and that's just a
great brilliant step. And Ross Thomas only had one thing on his mind. Loses a point for he sticks the landing.
Goes over a bit hard, all right.
He'll take the 2 points, and that is 4-0 Australia Green.
Ross Thomas just felt his youth coming back to him there as the space opened up in front of him. Very well worked with that dummy.
Probably felt it again leaving him as he landed.
A lot of support in the comments still for Greg Dive, who unfortunately I think we haven't seen get to play so far in this match. He could possibly be nursing an injury.
One of the Gregs, Greg Davis. We've had Greg Cleary, number 10, number 19, Greg Davis.
We're just waiting
for
Greg
Can we get the hat-trick of Gregs?
Everyone wants Greg Dive on. But of course, as we say, it's been a long few days of high impact tag rugby, and Greg Dive might be nursing some sort of injury, keeping himself fit for the later stages and the final upcoming tonight, of course. And at the moment, it does look like Australia Green will be in that final.
But one injury Greg Dive won't have is an injured ego. I was getting a lot of love in the comments. Charlotte O'Donovan, we want Greg Dive. Jessica Dive says Greg Dive, Greg Dive, Greg Dive, Greg Dive. And we are starting a petition to get Greg Dive onto the pitch. Does this count as Gregorian chanting? What? Historic monk reference for any fans of the 10 to 1200s. And is that
the man himself? The
man, the myth, the Gregend, the Gregend. Number 20, the hat-trick of Greg's complete, Greg Dive.
Greg Dive.
And we're all winners today in this game. Scoreline doesn't really matter. Now, if Greg Dive could score a diving try, and there's the klaxon to signal we have at all 3 Gregs on the pitch. Oh, Easy to see why there's so much fanfare in the comments.
Big fan favourite there, Greg Dive. Glad to get a quick run out in this match, and we'll hope to see him again in the final later on at 8 p.m. Irish time.
And that was our 9 o'clock fixture. Australia Green winning out 4-0 winners. Of course, we will be back at 10 for the women's 30s, Australia versus Australia Indigenous. Be sure to tune back in.